Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your channeled message reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I do hope you're doing well, feeling safe, and feeling blessed because you are. So for the channeled message reading, it does not matter what your gender or zodiac sign is. Absolutely anyone may resonate with this message. I just ask that you use discernment to take what resonates and leave what does not. And even if this message doesn't resonate with you, that's absolutely okay. You're always welcome to watch the tons and tons of other readings that we have here on the channel. Please know that the cards represent energies that any gender can embody. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for guiding us. Channeled message reading. Channeled message reading. What is the message for someone out there, Holy Spirit? You have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Very good. Tell us more about this message. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the King of Pentacles. Tell us more about this message. You have the High Priestess. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles, it's a very good card. It represents a person who's very successful, well accomplished, independent, highly productive, self-sufficient. When I see a person in the Nine of Pentacles energy, they're doing very well for themselves, especially financially. The Nine of Pentacles can even represent like a large purchase or being surrounded by luxuries and financial blessings. So it's a very good energy to be in. Now, in clarity of this Nine of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, which is all about new beginnings, new love, something that's going to really touch your heart, something that's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction. Let's look here at this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is joy, it's happiness. Clarify the Ace of Cups. You have the Chariot. You have the Queen of Wands. So the Chariot here. The Chariot is all about forward movement. Okay, it's typically someone who's very prepared for their journey, someone who's very driven, and then you have the Queen of Wands that's here. You definitely have a new beginning that awaits for you. You do. And I feel like everything's already been prepared. You don't have to stress out with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is contemplation, worries, and anxieties. Yeah. You don't have to, something's about to take off in your life. Two of Wands, trying to get a sense of direction. Okay, carrying out a plan. I feel like everything's already been laid out for you though. Like the divine has already worked everything out in your favor. Something that you're very passionate about. You're going to be entering this new beginning as the Queen of Wands. Confident, passionate, energetic, optimistic. Wow. Let me see here. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You are the love interest. You are the love interest of a King of Cups. There's someone here who finds you very attractive, very beautiful. This may even lead you to love. Like the Page of Pentacles, pages are all about messages and communication, but this could be like an offer of a commitment, like someone who sees you as someone who sees you as a potential lover who they can commit themselves to. I feel like you're going to be very interested. You're going to be seeing your lover as the King of Cups, the man who captured your heart. The Queen of Wands, I don't see the Queen of Wands as someone who's in a relationship. That would be like maybe the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands is someone who's like, just ready, single and ready to mingle. Queen of Wands is very desirable, very attractive. Like I imagine her to be that attractive bachelorette, that everybody wants to be with. You're going to bump into a person here who, gosh, you're going to be like, this is the one. You're going to see him as your King of Cups, the man who captured your heart. You're going to be interested in a commitment with him. That's why the Page of Pentacles is here. Wow. Tell us more about this Queen of Wands. Let me see. Seven of Swords. But are you cheating? Is there another person? I think there's another person who's also in love with you. Sometimes you can show up as the Seven of Swords, not because you're a cheater, liar, or thief, but you can show up, you can easily show up as the Seven of Swords when you have unfinished business with someone, but you're moving on to another person. It's like not being honest with yourself, dishonesty. You're presenting yourself when you enter this new beginning, you're going to be presenting yourself as this energetic, optimistic, beautiful, sexy, confident, ambitious, passionate woman. But there's another man here who I feel you were in a connection with. I'm not sure what happened there. It may show up, in during the reading, but you're gonna meet another man, and you're gonna see him as your King of Cups. He's gonna capture your heart. You're gonna be open to, is this someone, Page of Pentacles could even talk about like like good news when it comes to earthly matters. So I wonder if you're gonna be talking to this person about like finances or something financial. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. No, you're gonna be I feel like you're gonna be very flirtatious in this new season. I feel like you just want a new beginning. You want a clean slate, a fresh start. I see you being very flirtatious, very passionate, and just open to having a good time with someone. I feel like you're gonna be talking to this person about practical, ideal things, but there's also a romantic interest here, Page of Cups. So you're gonna be encountering this King of Cups for some sort of reason, okay? And you're gonna have a conversation with him, and it's gonna be about pentacles. So something earthly, tangible, maybe something with work, finances, something, right? It's a pentacle. But behind that, you're gonna be interested with the Page of Cups, which represents an admirer. I see you. Let me see here. So, but the thing is, you're showing up as a Seven of Swords because, clarify the Seven of Swords. Like, I feel like you're ready to start dating. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Let me see here. The Strength card, overcoming difficulties. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Let me see here. The Eight of Swords. So, there's something about this, because there's someone who's still hopeful that the connection can still work out. Like, you're moving into your new beginning, okay? One that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, fulfillment, and joy. But you're going to meet a new love interest, but you're going to be looking like a Seven of Swords. Someone who may be a little bit sneaky or dishonest because you know that there's another man here. The Strength and the Eight of Swords, okay? The Strength, overcoming difficulties, and then the Eight of Swords. Like, this other man who you were with, who you were connecting with, he's not even thinking about the connection ending. He knows that things didn't go smoothly or perfectly between the two of you, but he's still hopeful that the two of you will overcome what happened and move forward. That's what he's expecting. For you to stand by his side, stay by his side, and move things forward, overcome the difficulties with him. He's not thinking like, what if she moves on? What if she finds someone else? He's not even thinking about that. I feel like this man is so confident in you and the connection, because I'm looking here at the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords represents a mental prison, okay? I feel like this man, I'm just gonna say this. He's not worried about you leaving him. So if you do, it'll be a rude awakening for him. Okay? This man feels like you're so consumed by him and the connection that you're not going anywhere. He kind of feels like, I don't want to say he feels like he has you wrapped around his fingers, but I feel like you showed your commitment. You showed your commitment and loyalty to him. So he's very confident that the two of you can overcome anything together and that you'll stay with him. You've made him such a priority and you've stayed so loyal that he's not even expecting you to go and, you know, start another connection. Let's look at this. Let me see. Yeah, but you are. You, Two of Cups, like, let me see. Clarify the Two of Cups. Judgment. You are. There's another man who's going to stumble into you. You guys are going to talk. Like, you're going to meet him in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you guys are going to hit it off. With the Two of Cups and the Judgment that's here, you're going to enjoy this man's company. And things may even happen quite fast. The Knight of Swords, a swift action taker. You know, things might happen quite fast between the two of you. The Knight of Swords is someone who seizes an opportunity. Now let's look at this King of Pentacles here. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Everything is fine. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so clearly, why does it feel like you won a case? Like, did you win a case? Was there a legal case? I know the Justice card isn't here, but I feel like you won something. Like, and the Nine of Pentacles could represent you won something and maybe you received a lot of money, like lump sums of money. Maybe you were able to make a large purchase. There's something here when it comes to your financial abundance, and you're here as a King of Pentacles for a reason. The King of Pentacles is someone who's very successful and financially well off. He's sitting on a golden throne, for goodness sakes. I know the Justice card isn't here, but it kind of feels like you won something, like you won a case, and it's landed you a lot of money. Look, it's landed you a lot of money. And look, number 2, the Clover card, luck and happiness. And then number 15, the Bear or Polar Bear card, which represents strength and power. And the Bear card could also represent a powerful figure in the business world. You have the power, strength, and the influence. Okay, you won some sort of situation here, some sort of case here or something like that. And it's put you in a really good financial spot. And it's also it's put you in a position of power and influence. The Six of Wands, you may even get a lot of recognition from this or fame with the Six of Wands, which is a big victory card. Everything is fine. And then 10 of Pentacles, lump sums of money, generational wealth, business empires, that good stuff. That's what the 10 of Pentacles is. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're like this new beginning, it's going to be fulfilling like financially, but also most importantly, emotionally. That's why it's here, because this is something that you've been truly desiring. It's your heart's desire and God is granting it to you. Wow. So let's go ahead and look at this High Priestess here. Look, it's a moment, or it's a season where you're going to be celebrating with the Three of Cups. Let's look at the High Priestess. You have the Two of Pentacles. Let's look at the High Priestess. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The High Priestess. Wow. The High Priestess is someone whose intuition is wide open, like someone who is fully aware, you know, conscious, intuitive. The High Priestess could even be very spiritually gifted. And, you know, the Two of Pentacles, you have great management skills. Maybe even if you've had to juggle several things at once, you still have your stability and security. And, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are turning in your favor. You have fortune, luck, favor. And Six of Cups represents a return or reconciliation. Let me see here. Six of Cups, what's going on here? Oh boy. Temperance is peace. Someone's going to try to reconcile with you. Temperance is peace and harmony. You're someone's love interest. Queen of Cups. Who is this person? Because everything's going to be going in your favor. It's going to cause someone to try to make a return in your life. Let me see. Who are they? Who are they with the Six of Cups? Someone who's gone through a major ending. The death is major endings that lead to transformations. So it's someone who has really had to put an end to maybe certain people, places, and things, or maybe it's even themselves. They had to shed old habits, behavior, mentality. Who is this person here with the Six of Cups? They see you as their lover, though. Three of Swords. This is someone who really disappointed you. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak, disappointment, separations. Wow. Who is this person? I wonder if this is even someone who is juggling you. Who is this person? I think they were juggling you because look, Three of Cups is here. They were juggling you, definitely. Five of Wands. But I feel like this person, maybe they're the High Priestess. Maybe the High Priestess is them, as in this person is now awakened. You know, they've been awakened. This person is now conscious. This person, you know, they're now intuitive. Their intuition isn't blocked anymore. They've had this awakening, especially here. They've gone through a spiritual death and they've transformed. But I do feel like with the Two of Pentacles, this person was juggling though. They could have been juggling. Who's this? Maybe they are the High Priestess. Let me go ahead and correct myself. Let's look more into, they are the High Priestess. But gosh, like in the past, this person's intuition was blocked by so many things. Maybe pride, ego, greed, lust. It could be anything. But the Moon, deception, secrets, things that are hidden. So their intuition, they just, you know, their intuition was blocked. And I don't feel like anybody was blocking it. I feel like this person, they thought that they were thriving in darkness, in deception. And there's no such thing as that. So, sorry, you guys. Oh boy. I'm just going to talk over it. Sorry, you guys. But now with the High Priestess, this person is conscious. Like this person is, they've been enlightened. They were juggling you and something from their past. They were juggling you and another person, place, or thing. And it was quite karmic with the Wheel of Fortune. And it was something from the past. Like, it doesn't have to be a person. Maybe it's like a past habit, you know, a past behavior, mentality. And they had to let it go in order for them to successfully be with you. There's no way that they could have had a successful relationship with you while still holding on to some sort of past person, place, or thing, or behavior, habit. But I feel like it was a third party. I do. Someone from their past. Yeah, Six of Cups is a past card. They're going to be returning to you though, right? They're going to be returning to you because you're their Queen of Cups and they want peace and harmony with you. They want peace, harmony, and alignment with you. So that's why they chose to let go of that other person and transform. But look at the threes. Three of Swords, Three of Cups, there was absolutely a third party. And then Five of Wands, competition? Yeah. Yeah, there was absolutely a third party here. Tell us about this third party. Like a third party from their past. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they were cheating on you. You could have been their new love. okay? Like, this person, you met them during a very sensitive, crucial period where they were like right in the middle of either going into their future or going back to the past. There's something about the time you met this person. Okay, it's like they were right there on the borderline of either moving forward or going back to the past. So that's why you were sent into their life to represent what they could have if they were to move forward. So you're the new love, you're the new person that entered their life and they had a choice. They were right there on that borderline of either going forward, moving forward, or going back to their toxic past. Okay? And you represented their future, what they could have. And this third party here, the X here, represented their past. Okay? But I feel like their past, this third party was very toxic. Maybe there's some karmic lessons they were supposed to learn from that past person. So they were, yeah, this person, I feel like you also represented good, and this karmic individual represented bad or evil or light versus darkness. There's some spiritual significance to this situation and who you represent to this individual. You represent their good path, their right path. And that karmic X represented their bad path, or, you know, the wrong path. And they had to choose. So I don't feel like this person necessarily cheated. I just wondered, did they ever start something with you? Because it feels like you met them during a period of their life where they were neutral. They were neutral. They're just on that midline, that borderline of either moving forward or going back to the past. Okay. So maybe they connected with you, you guys interacted, and now and then they decided to make their choice and they chose you. So now they're coming back for an actual commitment with you. But there was a past person, 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. I mean, look at this, 5 of Wands, the conflict, the drama. Let me see here. Tell us about this, the Fool card. A risk. The Fool card represents a risk. Clarify the Fool. Let me see. Tell us about this here. What happened here? 8 of Cups. I think there was resistance too. I feel like their ex was kind of like pulling onto them and not wanting them to go into their new beginning. I felt that resistance when I looked at the Fool card. Your person did choose you and was trying to sort of play cleanup, is what I'm hearing. Clean up the mess that, you know, they had a hand in with this karmic ex, before starting a clean slate, a new beginning with you. But I feel like their karmic ex definitely was resisting. That karmic ex was making it very hard for them to do the right thing in order to move forward with you. They did choose you, but they were trying to close out that chapter and, you know, clean up whatever they participated in with that karmic ex so that they can leave that chapter, they can close that chapter and move towards you, their new beginning, 8 of Cups. Okay, leaving an investment behind. They invested a lot of time, effort, love into that past relationship. They did. So they had to clean it up, close that chapter, and to officially be with you. But the karmic ex was not having it. There was a lot of jealousy, lots of competition. This person could have even made promises with their karmic ex. Because again, I want you to see what I'm seeing here. This person didn't expect to see you. You came into their life when they already had something going on. It seems like they were already in a relationship with another woman, or they were already trying to leave another woman. Then you came in, they saw you, and they became very interested in you, and then they had a change of heart and a change of mind. So then they decided to leave this other woman here. But I feel like they already had plans. They already made promises with that other woman. But let me tell you how you save this person. You rescue this person. Because if they would have taken that path with this woman, it would have been the wrong path. They would have been in a false partnership. They would have been they would have been in a false partnership with a false lover. And that's one of the tactics that the devil loves to do, put us in false partnerships. Because once you partner up with false people, places, and things, you will feel restricted. You will feel bound. You will feel limited. And it'll be very hard getting out of that partnership. And I've seen it happen. I've said it over and over on the channel. I've seen it happen. I've met so many powerful men and women who were truly, truly trying to do their best to, accept their calling and fulfill their purpose. But they were partnered up with a false person who the enemy has sent to them. And when you're in a relationship with a false lover, that false lover's job is to mislead you from what God wants you to do. So if you try to fulfill your purpose, that false lover is going to intentionally, purposely make it very difficult for you to fulfill your purpose. If you're trying to go towards your calling, that false lover will try to steer you in the wrong direction, misguide you, mislead you. It's like, the two of you are not going to be on the same page. It's almost like trying to be with someone who is not equally yoked with you, not on the same level, not on the same page. So they will always try to, force you, deceive you, or manipulate you in another direction. False lovers are pretty much, they're pretty much sent to us by the enemy to try to pull us away from, anything that God wants us to do, so that the will of God won't be done. So you got to be careful with the partnerships that you get in with people, places, and things, even when it comes to the company that you work for, the job position that you accept. You don't want to be in a false partnership, because that's how the devil ends up trapping people. And it's very difficult to get out of false partnerships. Okay. But if they would have taken that path, with that karmic ex, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, they would have went down the wrong path, a very dark one. And they would not have been able to fulfill their purpose. That karmic ex was completely misleading your person. So then God sent you into their life to represent the light, and to represent the light. And then you also used your light to illuminate the right path that they were meant to take. You were like their guide. You were like a spirit guide, but in real life, in physical form. And you used the light that God gave you to illuminate their rightful path, because they were with a false lover who was misleading them down a dark path. Wow. This person would have lost it all if they would have allowed that karmic ex to, if they would have stayed in that partnership, they would have lost it all. Now it makes perfect sense. You entered their life when they were probably already with someone else. Holy Spirit, can we get confirmation? Look, they were with a karmic ex the devil represents strongholds. The devil represents negative influences, control, manipulation, possession. Wow. Tell us more about this situation, because I feel like you met them when they were already in a commitment with someone else. Holy Spirit, tell us more. And you were meant to be a positive influence and inspire this person to choose a better path. You weren't going to force them to do anything. You weren't going to make yourself the third party or the mistress. You were just going to live your life authentically as they watch and become inspired by you. And then they will exercise their free will and make a choice. And they chose you. The Lovers represents a choice. That's all the confirmation we need. That's all the confirmation we need. You weren't called to be someone's mistress or third party. Okay? The universe orchestrated this union. You crossed paths with this individual. You left a mark on them. You left a mark on this person. After they first met you, they couldn't stop thinking about you. And this person started to reevaluate their whole life. And they started to question if this is even what they wanted, you know, if this is the path that they want to take with that karmic ex. And then they became enlightened. I feel like this person was very fond of you. They could have been watching you, observing you from a distance or something like that. And you changed their life just by them. You can inspire people without having to take their hand and walk with them step by step. You can inspire people without having to be physically close to them. Just by you authentically living your life, and people will watch and notice, and they will become inspired to do the same. Okay? We're not called to change people. Change comes from within. This person clearly became inspired and awakened, enlightened by the way you live your life. You know, you gave them another perspective of life. And so then they were able to exercise their free will. Everybody has free will. And they chose you. And right when I said that, the Lovers came out, which represents a choice. The Lovers represents a choice. They chose you. And when they chose you, they chose good over evil. They chose you. And when they chose you, they chose the light over darkness. Yeah, this was spiritual warfare. The devil had sent a false lover into this individual's life to completely, you know, block and destroy them from fulfilling their purpose. That's why this person was so, I feel like whoever this person is, they were so enamored by you. They were so enamored by you, so fond of you. Maybe they couldn't even understand why they had such an obsession with you, sort of. Maybe they secretly admired you, but they couldn't come forward. And you weren't called to go towards them. You weren't. Sometimes God will allow two people to cross paths, and it doesn't mean that they're meant to be together right then and there, but maybe ultimately, eventually they will be together. And many times you don't need to know the complete plans that God has. You just have to have trust and faith and know that, you know, He has good plans, okay, to prosper you and prosper others and not to harm you. But you don't need to know the complete plan. You don't need to know every bits and pieces of what He's doing. That's what you call faith. Not knowing it all, but still trusting Him. So it worked. It worked. You were the positive influence as they were in a relationship with someone who's that devil, a negative influence, someone who wanted a stronghold over them. And you said no. I mean, they said no. They chose you. They didn't just choose you, but they dumped. They dumped the karmic ex, 5 of Swords, defeat, surrendering. They let go of that karmic ex. But there was a lot of drama when they tried to leave. There's a lot of drama. This person's like, I don't want this anymore. I'm taking accountability for what I've done. I'm cleaning up my mess so I can go and be with my true love. The karmic ex didn't want that. What happened here? Let's be nosy. This 5 of Wands, like what happened here? I feel like that karmic ex was pissed off because they had already had plans together. Yeah, he said he didn't want to be with her. He's showing up as a King of Swords. There could have been a divorce or a separation. He pulled back. He said, no, I don't want it. He became very cold, detached, and distant. Page of Swords. I feel like he also physically moved away. The Empress is here. Clarify the Empress. She's showing up as the Empress. Or is he the Empress? Who's the Empress here? Because when we clarify the Empress, 5 of Swords, 3 of Wands, who's the Empress? The World card? No, I feel like she is an Empress. She may have a foreign background with the World card. Clarify the Empress. Who's the Empress? She got kicked out in the cold. 9 of Wands. She's going through some difficulties. 9 of Wands, a wounded warrior. This woman here, she's showing up as an Empress, so she could be, the Empress is like a mature woman, could be a mother figure. The World is a successful completion. So he completed that karmic cycle. This woman put him through hell. But then 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, yeah, he turned his back on her. 3 of Wands. He turned his back on her. Now he's looking towards the future. He removed himself from whatever they had going on. 5 of Swords. Tell us more about this Empress. Tell us more about this Empress. They were in a commitment with the 4 of Wands. They were in a commitment. But the Empress is typically like a mother, though. Is this someone who has a child, the Empress? Or are they expecting a child? 7 of Wands, stand your ground. The Empress, King of Wands. This woman has a child or something. Because she would then be showing up as a Queen of Swords. You know, where the two of them, King and Queen of Swords, I hardly see them as romantic partners. Typically in my readings, when people show up as a King and Queen of Swords, they've separated or they're not seeing eye to eye. But she's not showing up as a Queen of Swords. She's showing up as an Empress. Is there a child involved? Yes or no? There is a child involved. Look, 10 of Cups. That's an absolute yes. There's a child involved, but here's the thing though. Is he the father? Because then why isn't he showing up as an emperor? Whoa. I don't see, there's no emperor out here. And when I question if has a child, the 7 of Wands, why so defensive? Why did her energy get so defensive? Because the 7 of Wands is like stand your ground and defend yourself. But all I inquired about is if there's a child involved. And then look at the King of Wands. I think he should be careful. I don't believe he's the, I'm not trying to be messy, but he's not an emperor. And now he's showing up as the King of Wands. Sometimes the King and Queen of Wands can represent the mistress or the mister. I'm just saying, is he the father of this child? Y'all. Wow. He's not the father. Not the 10 of Wands. He's not the father. He's going to have to fight his way out of this one, or else And I think that's what she wanted, for him to believe that he's the father so that he can take responsibility. The 10 of Wands is stress, burdens, baggage. Didn't I say when you are in false partnerships, it's going to be very hard to get out of it. Sometimes false partnerships, you'll have two people who are bound by a contract, and it's hard breaking contracts. Maybe there's financial obligations that keeps them together. Now, in this case, this woman here is absolutely a karmic. This woman here was sent to this man, not by God. You got to question. Not everybody's sent into your life as from God. The devil can send people into your life. This woman was supposed to completely destroy this man, completely mislead him, cause him a premature ending before he can even, start walking in his purpose. Now, he's been trying to leave her, but there's a big legal case here, is what the Spirit is saying. There's a big legal case here. And she's using a child to keep the two of them bound. So like I said, when you're in false partnerships with people, places, and things, it's very difficult to leave that false partnership. You're bound by something, whether you're bound by your finances, whether you're bound by contract, whether you're bound by, legalities, whether you're bound by a child. So she's trying to use a child to keep him tied to her. He's not the father. If this man was the father, they're not even coming out as a pair. The King of Swords suitor or match is the Queen of Swords. My gosh. And then he's showing up as a King of Wands. It was just sexual. The King and Queen of Swords, not swords, can't even talk. The King and Queen of Wands are very passionate, fun, adventurous, attractive, sexy people, but they can easily represent that mistress or mister. Now, he's not the father. He's not the father. Look, number 8. The coffin card. Death. This connection is over, but she's trying to use a child that isn't his to keep the two of them together. And then do you see how the devil works? Because if he would have fathered a child with this woman, then he wouldn't have been able to be with you. He wouldn't have been able to be with his true counterpart. Or it would have been very difficult, at least. The connection's over, but she's still trying to pull him in some way, shape, or form. She still wants him to stay. And this woman is either pregnant or had a child. $28. This is 28 here. 20 is it's the park card, and it represents social gatherings, social events. I feel like this is the third party. I feel like number 28 is the man who actually got her pregnant. She has another lover. This was a big cheating scandal here. She knows who the father of this child is, but y'all, child. He's the, my God. 28 is the gentleman card. There's 2 gentleman cards, by the way. There's one holding a rose. He's the one who she loves. He's the one who fathered the child. 13 literally represents the child card. And she knows it. But she likes to have a hold over your person too. She gets some sort of satisfaction. It's like a sinister satisfaction out of causing trouble for this man and holding him back. And she may even know that he wants to be with you, and it makes her really, really happy. It makes her really, really happy that she can hold him back from what he wants, burden him, you know, stress him out. Now, this is not your mess. This is not your drama. You were just sent into this man's life to illuminate his rightful path so that he can come out of darkness and into the light. And by doing that, every time you illuminate someone's rightful path and they come out of the deception, the toxicity, the darkness, and into the light, that's deliverance. That's what you call healing and deliverance. Crossing over from spiritual darkness and into spiritual light, deliverance. Now, he did make his choice. He chose good over evil. He chose light over darkness. He chose you over the karmic ex. But then this karmic ex is like, I'm still going to try to string you in. I'm still going to pull on you, tug on you by using a child. I feel like there's something karmic there too. Everything that he's facing, it's his karma. It's karmic lessons that he's meant to learn to be a better man, to be a better person, and to be a better lover. He cannot start a relationship with you by bringing in these toxic habits. Maybe this connection between the two of them was strictly sexual. Yes, they were in a relationship, but I don't believe that he ever really had an emotional bond with this woman. It was just sexual. And what do I mean by that? They were in an actual relationship. They were in a commitment, but I don't feel like he was emotionally nurturing. I don't feel like he cared to take the time to really bond with her, have quality time with her. I feel like it was just sex, 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 sex. She was a sexual object for him. Now there's a child that she's claiming. Right? So now he's gonna be more careful the next time he wants to stick his wand in a woman, if you know what I mean. Because he's here as a king of wands. He likes to use his wand, if you know what I mean. Next time, I'm telling you, after this situation, he'll think twice. He'll be more disciplined in his sex life. So what the karmic tends to do, it prepares your lover for you. The karmic is maybe a horrible person, but they play an important role. They prepare your lover for you so that your lover won't repeat a karmic cycle and do to you what he did to the karmic. And people don't just wake up one day and choose to be the karmic. He played a role in this. He played a role in this. The karmics aren't just born evil. They get hurt and they become bitter and they become scandalous and they become toxic as well. Because they get hurt. Your person is not innocent. And all the karmic lessons that they're learning, it's training, preparing, developing them to be a much better person. Your person's here as a king of wands. They're all about the fun and good times. They're attractive. You know, they like sex. But I feel like there's something here. They were using sex to control this woman. Okay? They were absolutely using sex to control this woman. This is the kind of man where he'll hurt you, and instead of him trying to make things right and apologizing, instead he'll try to please you sexually. And so now she's using that against him. There's a child, but it's not his. It's not his. So he dodged a bullet there. But he's going to think twice when it comes to how he uses his wand. He dodged a bullet. He was going to be tricked into taking care of a child that isn't his. 14 is the fox card, a trickster. Mm-hmm. 14 is a fox card, a trickster. He was going to be tricked, deceived. He'll learn his lesson. He'll learn his lesson. 20. 20, the public card keeps on showing up. The social card. 41, the well. What is this about? 20. 31. I feel like he's also learning something here. Okay, hold on. What is that? I feel like oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. He got with this woman. He got with that karmic because he wanted status. You'll be shocked. People do this. People will get together, like marrying into wealth, right? To increase your status. He got with this karmic ex to increase his status, especially in the public's eyes. 20, it's a public card. Then 41 is the well. Now he's wondering, the well card says, look closer. Look more closely and reflect on what it is that you're wanting. Is it really what you want? Is it really what you want? I'm looking here at 31, 17. And even if, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful, but it's the way you go about things. And he wasn't going about it in the right way. He was being a user. He was using that karmic X to, increase his status. And then she ended up, this woman's like, oh, you're not going anywhere. You think you're just going to use me? No, you're not going anywhere. I'm going to give you hell. It's karma, karmic justice. That's fair. Is it right? No, but it's fair. And there's nothing wrong with wanting status and success, but it's the way you go about it. And he wasn't going about it the right way. He was going about it in an opportunistic way. And now he's seeing it. 31 and 17, he's reflecting. And there's nothing wrong with reflecting. Sometimes you gotta, always you have to reflect. Sometimes you gotta stop and say, let me take a step back and look at what I'm doing here. And am I doing it the right way? Is there a better way that I can do it? Wow. So that's what happens here, huh? But this is not your drama. You're just meant to appear in his life and be a positive influencer. Inspire him, not by you telling him what to do or you doing the work for him, interfering with his personal life, but just by you living your life authentically, and he watches and admires and becomes inspired. And you don't have to, this is not your mess, which is why I don't blame you. You have an Ace of Cups. You have a new beginning that's coming. It's your heart's desire. It's your wish fulfillment. And, with you're going to be meeting someone new. You're going to be meeting someone new. And you have a choice. You're good. You're the one who's sent to help heal and deliver people. You're good. You're on the right path. And you have options. When it comes to, you have an engagement coming up. You're going to be engaged soon, sooner than you know. 25 is the ring card. You get to choose. You've served the Most High. You've done your part. You've helped others. It's only right for you to receive true, genuine love. You have an engagement. You're going to be married soon or proposed to soon. Look, quit playing. 37 is the clock. 37 is the clock. It represents time. The time is nearing. Look, magnifying glass. That's what you need to be aware of. You're about to be engaged very soon. Sooner than you think. And then the time clock is here. Yeah. God has already set a deadline as to when you're going to be engaged. And so you just continue to do what you've always been doing. You're on the right path. And if any of these men want to be with you, they know what they have to do. They have to cross over from spiritual darkness, from the dark, and into the light in order to be with you. Okay? This one here has chosen you, but they were going through karmic hell with the ex, you know? And it hurt him so bad because, man, he was looking at that karmic ex as she was his biggest mistake, and he wished that he could be with you, but he had a lot of mess that he caused, and he needed to clean it up. And it took some time, and now you're moving on. You're gonna meet your King of Cups, another man who's gonna capture your heart. So you have a choice, but there's a deadline. There is a deadline for when you're gonna be engaged, and it's coming up. And whichever man can come to you the fastest and impress you, you know, capture your heart. Let me see here. Wow. Yeah, number 12. Number 12. You go and have fun. This is time to date. I'm noticing the 4 birds. Like the bird card is all about messages. I feel like you're going to have several. You're going to have options. You're going to have some good men coming towards you. And you get to choose the one that you want to be with. But there's an engagement coming sooner than you know. And the choice is yours. The choice is yours. Number 6, the cloud card, which represents a lack of clarity. Let me see here. I think you had an idea of who you wanted to be with, like who your person is, but they could have disappointed you. They could have disappointed you by their behavior. And I feel like it's this one here who's connected to the karmic ex. And now you're kind of questioning it. That's why the cloud card. You feel like you need more clarity, because even if they were revealed to you as your person, if you know, there's this inner knowing that they're your person, some of the things that you saw about them, it had you questioning them. It made you uncertain, their behavior. And number 33, though, is the key card, which is all about problem solving. And it's all about solutions, discoveries. I feel like you saw that person, you saw their dark side. You saw them living in their shadow side, which was influenced by the karmic. Not to blame the karmic. People can't force you to do anything. They chose to be with that karmic, and they chose to learn unhealthy habits and behavior from that karmic. But the key card is saying something more. Number 8, coffin. What is this? 27, the letter. You were meant to help this person also make a discovery. Like 33, you're the key. I feel like your person was being blindly led by the karmic though. They were in deception. Yeah. There was a lot of deception, lots of secrets. They didn't know completely what the karmic was doing. They were being blindly led. But there could have been benefits, and so they were enjoying the benefits and they didn't care to question and look more into things, you know? Number 8, coffin. Number 27, the letter. Did you help? Did you write a letter to this person? Did you write a letter informing them about what your discoveries were? I feel like you were also called to bring something to light and then leave it up to them, right? Like you handed them over the truth and it was up to them to decide on what they were going to do about it. You don't make the decision for people. They have to exercise free will. So there's a reason why you encountered this person. You were their spiritual guide in human form. You illuminated their rightful path so that they can see that, oh, I've been so far away from my rightful path. I've been in the dark. Okay, I get a choice. I can stay in the dark or I can go towards my illuminated path. But then you also brought about some truths. I don't know if you wrote something through email, if it was a letter, if it was mail, if it was a report, a complaint. You exposed the darkness, you opened their eyes and showed them the darkness that they were in, and now you leave it up to them to decide on what they're going to do. Yeah, and they had to take a chance. They had to take a risk. 39, the dice card, taking chances. Yeah, they had a choice between you and another person. 24 is the heart card. 29, they had to choose which woman's going to be my lover. House, Clover, (26), Knowledge. I always call it the Book of Knowledge. I feel like this person really wants that 10. They wanted that 10 of Pentacles, the wealth, the wealthy families, the luxuries, and that's why they got with that karmic ex. Because house is here, the long-term security and stability. And then number 2, luck, happiness. They were just choosing that karmic ex superficially. Maybe that karmic ex has money, or maybe she comes from a wealthy background. But he was overlooking the lesson. The 26, the Book of Knowledge. Not everything that glitters is gold. Yeah, that's what he needed to see. 42, compass. Not everything that glitters is gold. And you shouldn't compromise your morals, values, principles, integrity, your beliefs for material things. Yeah, that's really what it is. I think they learned the lesson, honestly. And now you already did your part. You're going towards your new beginning. And you get a choice. Who do you it's so interesting because they felt like they had a choice, and indeed they did. But you also have a choice too. You're not going to be waiting around for somebody to choose you. You're the prize. You are the prize, and you get to choose, and maybe when this person, You know, if you're still interested, what you can do is say, you know, I accept your apology, but let's be friends or let's get to know each other. But they're not just going to make a return in your life and expect you to commit yourself to them. Doesn't work that way. You get to date around as well and choose the one that's best for you. Yeah, choose the right lover. 16, the star, wish fulfillment. You're getting it all. You're getting everything that you've ever wanted. And you get to choose who will get to come with you. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed the message. And if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you guys, and take care, everyone. Many blessings to you.